Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to the Vinland Saga. It is episode 18. Well, what to say? It's going on pretty nicely. We ended in a strange situation. Surprisingly for me, Askeladd kind of made it out of his misery there. And is now about to be rescued by Thorfinn. Who would have thought, right? I mean, seriously. It's such a weird concept what those guys are doing there. So as always, enjoy and let's just jump in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, loud. Sorry. Oh, just realized. Adjust my video. Oh, floating in.
見える。大丈夫だ。
Whoa, shit. Swing in the middle.
当たらなきゃどんな武器もないのと同じだ。
Dodge, evade, slip by. Nah, he's loving it. Surely does. The size difference. Holy. Look at that! Yeah. I like this.
俺の斧を恐れないか。同郷はまずまずその辺は通るぜ譲りだな。
デカブツてめえ。
Big Buster.
お前何も聞いてないの？あいつも白状だな。
元はヤルル。高貴な出だと聞いてる。
ヤルルなのはヘルガの血筋だ。トールズは剣の腕で成り上がったのだ。
Okay.
もっと聞きたい？聞きたい？聞きたかったらな、もう少し俺を楽しませることだぜ。なあ、トルフィン。
楽しませてやってもいいけどな。口が聞ける程度に手加減すんのは難しい。
Ooh, nice burn. Holy shit. Oh. He just... I'm pretty sure he's dead.
おかしいか。トルフィンは俺の認めた戦士
Yet.
だ。
Don't look down on him.
トールズは俺より強かった。自分がまさしくトールズの子だと証明してみせろ。トルフィン。
He was stronger than him. Well then. Intro. I mean, at least it's the intro and not the outro. It's like cliffhangers all the time. There's the X. Woo!
バカが君、死に戻ってきやがって。王子はどうなってやがる。
And I was like, oh, they're trying to hold Bjorn down.
近くで戦の声がする。ああ、もういい加減にしてくれ。他にすることはないのか。静かにしてくれ。
Yeah,
目を開けたくないんだ。
he does not like
こ
violence.
のまま寝ていたい。このままずっと。
殿下、クヌート殿下。
ラグナル、お前生きて。
It's a dream.
これは夢なのだな、ラグナル。
はい、お別れを申し上げに参りました。
行くのか、僕を残して。僕一人でこんな世界で生きてゆけというのか。生きてゆけると思うのか。
Well, you have to.
私めはあなた様の教育係として失格でした。あなた様をヤルルとしてではなく、ごく普通の、それこそ農民が我が子を育てるがごとくにしてまいりました。それが陛下のお望みではないと知りつつ、お許しください。
You made him a better being, possibly? Except
お前
for
は父王陛下より
being
僕自
afraid
身
all
の
the
望みを
time.
組んでくれた。王家になど生まれたくなかった。お前の子に、僕がお前の子に生まれていたらどんなによかったかと。
殿下、嬉しゅうございます。殿下。
Yeah, the real father.
行かない
Yeah.
で。お前が好きなんだ。
失って知ることがございます。あなた様はすでにお気づきでしょう。
Yes.
私めのことは夢でございます。
待って、
もはや目覚める時が来た。
Awakening.
ラグナル、戻れ、戻れ。
お健やかに、殿下。
ラグナル。
The fight is still going on. Yeah. Shit.
ビビるな、一斉にかかれ。
Yeah, not really together. There was still seconds between. Enough time for Bjorn to win.
お体、痛みはございませんか。
The priest.
あの者たちは殿下を得ようと争っているのです。あなたは勝者のものになります。
I don't see how they can win this against him.
そなた、争いを止めぬのか。
止めようがありますか。死にたい者は死なせてやればよいのです。
This priest. Oh, okay. That was an interesting reaction.
夢を見た。 ラグナルの夢だ。別れを告げられた。死んでまで律儀な男だ。もうこの地上に私を愛してくれる者はいなくなった。
それは大いなる悟りです。だが惜しい。
God still loves you?
ラグナル殿のあなたへの思いは愛ですか？彼はあなたの安全のために62人の善良な村人を見殺しにした。
Oh, he counted.
殿下、愛とは何ですか？
しかしよ、手応えなかったな、こいつら。
つい奴らにお目にかかるのは難しいよ。いつまで経ってもバルハラに行けやしね
まだ大社の決闘続いてんのか？
まさか秒殺だろ。ならなんであんなに盛り上がってんだよ。
俺見てくるわ。
なあ俺も。おいおいどうなってんだよ。
やっちめ大将、てめえこそ。
Yeah, well, they're moving a bit weird. Oh, is he blood? The top shot was not the best one. It looked like Ragnar's not moving. Ragnar, sorry. Thorkel is not moving at all.
やられっぱなしじゃねえか。あんな小僧に。
いいぞトルフィン。お前にかなうやつは俺の手下に5人といないだろ
う。前と同じ鎖片びらか。手足の剣を狙うのは有効だ。ロンドンでは急所狙いで踏み込んで痛い目を見た。とどめは奴の動きを止めてからだ。
だがな、確かに強いが、お前の剣はなんかこう
only average?
戦士として完成するには何かが足りない。
ならそいつ相手にコテンパンのてめえは何なんだよ。
そうさ、俺にも足り
He's
な
not
い。
moving.
トールズのこのお前からならそれを学べると思ってたんだが。なあ、トルフンよ。お前はどう思う？本当の戦士ってなんだ？
Ooh.
愛とは何かだと。ラグナルは私を愛していなかったというのか。
Interesting. Two big questions in one episode.
ならば問うのは私の方だ。ラグナルに愛がないのなら、正しく愛を体現できる者はどこにいるのだ？
そこにいますよ。ほら。彼は死んで、どんな聖者よりも美しくなった。愛そのものと言っていい。彼はもはや憎むことも奪うこともしません。彼はこのままここに打ち捨てられ、その肉を獣や虫に惜しみなく与えるでしょう。雨風にさらされるがまま、それで一言半句の文句も言いません。死は人間を完成させるのです。
Ooh, that's a dark view.
くそ。
わからんか。まあ気にすんなよ。そんなには期待してなかった。
姑息な手よ。
愛の本質が死だというのか。
はい。
ならば親が子を、夫婦が互いを、ラグナルが私を大切に思う気持ちは一体何だ？
差別です。
Oh, whoa!
へつらい奴隷に鞭打つことと大して変わりません。 ラグナル殿にとって王子殿下は他の誰よりも大切な人だったのです。おそらく彼自身の命よ
I
り
agree.
彼のあなたに対する心弱い思いは差別です。
I don't know. That's weird. Discrimination.
そうか。分かってきた。まるで霧が晴れていくようだ。
あれ
見切られてるぞ。
Nice. He hurt himself there.
くそ、まだ浅い。分かってきた。この雪が愛なのだな。
そうです。
あの空が、あの太陽が、
Love is everywhere
吹く
around.
風が、木々が。
It's all the love of God, or what is it about now?
なのになんということだ。世界が、神の御業がこんなにも美しいというのに、人間の心には愛がないのか。
私たちがこのような生き物になってしまったのは遠い祖先が神に背き
Oh, that was a
罪を
harsh
犯した
picture.
せいだと
Yeah.
言われています。私たちは楽園から追放されたのです。
Oh, that's a new move.
おい、どこ行ったの？おい、
俺って
足のバネで衝撃を殺したか。やるね。
Shit. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Damn.
さすが大将。
くそ。いよいよ晩作尽きたか。
I wouldn't count him out. But that scene with shooting at the kids and all that. I mean the dead bodies of the kids. Wow. Wow. Bjorn.
決着がついたようですね。だがいけませんな。あの者は正気を失っている。殿下、お逃げになった方が良いでしょう。
正気。正気の人間がこの世のどこにいるのだ。皆同じ。皆同じだ。誰もが等しく愛することを知らない。
And you destroyed something in the prince.
生の意
Priest.
味を知らず、死の意味を知らず、己の戦う意味さえも知らぬ。
殿下。
もういい。もううんざりだ。地を得て代わりに失ったもの、最も大切なもの、 そしてそれは
That's why the apple all the time. Yeah, I see.
私たちの手には入らぬもの。手には入らぬ。それでも追い求めよというのか。天の父よ。
Ooh, he's pissed at God. Wow.
哀れな戦士、最も愛より遠き者、楽園を追われし者よ。そなたたちの罰の苦しみは死より他に終わらせる術がないのか。我々の生は試され耐え続けるためにのみあるというのか。天の父よ、あなたの与える試練ではこの者の魂は救えぬ。
He just made himself a warrior. Wow. Wow.
父よ、もはやあなたの救いは求める。あなたが与えてくれぬなら、我々の手でこの地上に再びの楽園を。
王子。
He just killed him. Yeah.
王子、無事か。
Nope, he did not kill him.
やめんかバカ者。これ以上無益な争いをするな。無益？深手玉、大丈夫か。
くそ、なかったぜ。
動くな。腹をやられている。ビリバルド。
He's a leader now.
この者の手当てをしておけ。
There. Good as wounds.
私は散った馬を捕まえる。そなた、手伝え。
Look at that. Look at that.
殿下、
He just
奇跡
grew
を
up
見ました。
instantly.
黙って手当てにかかれ。
おい、王子、どこ行く気だよ。あんたはトルケル軍に引き渡す。でないと俺の仲間が。
元よりトルケルのところへ行くつもりだ。連中にそりを借りねば、その怪我人は運べぬ。
寝言抜かすんじゃねえぞ。何のためにズタボロになったと思ってんだボケ。てめえがトルケルに捕まっちまったら意味ねえんだよ。
意味だと。そなたたちの戦いのか。こんな戦いに意味などない。だからもう死ぬな。戦士たちよ、私の
Become my vessels.
戦わねばならぬ時と相手を教えて。
Wow.
そなたたちの戦い。
Ah, I'm so happy. It's so good.
与えてやろう。それが
That's the intro. The duty of a king. Screw you all! You wanted to make me believe that he's not growing. Oh damn, that was good. Oh, that was a good one. I really, really liked his change. I mean, it's a bit surprising. No question there. That last sentence, however. I will teach you when to fight and for what. Yeah, I shall teach you about when you must fight and against whom. Damn it. Wow. Wow, we got a new player! And I love him, he's great. I'm a bit worried about him maybe being kind of a dictator in the future. I'm a bit surprised and I don't know, I think a bit saddened about the priest. Because only when we die, only in death, we find perfection, we find love again. That's what the priest said there. I'm sorry, I'm as you all know, I'm a sugar-coated being, so I love myself happy endings and feel good, and I do believe or want to believe that generally mankind is able to be good and to achieve good in our world, and so the view that we had in this episode that due to having fallen from grace, having been thrown out of paradise, the sin, the original sin, the idea here in this episode is that we lost the perfect love, the real love, forever due to that, until the moment when we die, because in this moment we are being forgiven by God and we re-achieve this. It could be kind of said like we become part of nature again, you could argue as well. But I myself don't like that point of view, because that would mean that every kind of love that is out there in the world is not real. And I disagree, because I think what Ragnar felt towards Canute was love. There's just more than one kind of love. There's sisterly love, brotherly love, parental, the one that you have towards your partner, the one you have towards your kids, the one you have towards other human beings in general, platonic, non-platonic, right? So I disagree that this kind of love we talked about was discriminating love. It's very harsh in my opinion. That, I don't know. I see a bit the point of view there, but but in the moment when it reached the mind of Canute, having just lost Ragnar, having had this dream of his that he had there of Ragnar leaving, I can see it makes some kind of sense to him. Yes. It inspired him to have a new goal, and that is something I like. So he said, if God will not embrace us as we are, we will create a heaven on earth, kind of, right? So he changes from the one running after God, running after the perfect moment, searching for forgiveness and all of these things, towards, I will have to create that myself. And that is something that is way more fitting for a king. Because as a king you have to lead and you have to create, and running after others, hoping they will give you the answer, is not what a king would be like. As a leader, you have to be the one that others can look up to and believe that you have a plan. So many warriors and vassals and so on following others kind of have to trust the leader in knowing where to go, which is last episode's, right? The group of mercenaries, the group of warriors around Askeladd followed him because they always believed he knew what he was doing and he had luck on his side. The moment that they started doubting if he really knows what he's doing, they moved away from him and they usurped. So that is the one side of how a group of people breaks, right? And here we have the beginning of a new one, of a new king standing up and saying, here I am, and we will go, and I will lead now. I really like it. I'm, as I said, a bit afraid that he might become tyrannical, like a dictator, because if he takes in this disbelief in love, then, and he already stated that, no one of you knows what love is real, all like that, it's all nonsense what you do. There is this danger that he will not see any kind of love as real and thus look down on it and not take it as important. So he may be like, I don't care if I take a kid away from the parents because it is not real love. And it is for the better of my kingdom, so I take the kids away. Just going for an example here, which is very harsh, right? So have to check there that and have to look at him that he's not falling for this way. They showed us during the episode one scene that stuck with me, which I really, man, I mean, I know why they showed it. They wanted to show how bestiality, how much like a beast man can be. Okay, I'm not sure. I think it's not children. Yeah, I just got the scene back up here. There was this bowman, this archer, shooting at the dead bodies of people who were hanging on a tree, and he uses them as targets to shoot at, to train. And there are others in the background who are laughing at that. So yes, I do understand that when you see stuff like that, you do doubt the value of man. It reminds me of The Fifth Element, the movie, if you have seen. There is this same idea inside. When I think it was Lilu, the main character, the female one, who did not know anything about mankind, watched an encyclopedia about history, and was completely shaken afterwards, because when she reached W, there was war and the atrocities, the unbelievable crudeness man is capable of when they are fighting, when they are in war and going against each other. And in the end, the only thing that could ever keep up with that at any level, maybe, just maybe, was the idea of love and the belief that this miracle of love that we all very often try to achieve, try to find, right? Finding a partner, having kids, staying with your family. It is very much about feeling this love and giving it back. This miracle to achieve seems to be very often the only thing that comes to an equal level. But the problem is, this idea of love and love for everyone is something we are aspiring, we are trying to reach, while the atrocities of war, what man did in the past, and we have just to look during the last 100 years, right? It is already, right? It exists, it happened. So if you now take Knut, seeing the problems in war and how people are behaving, how men are behaving in this time frame he's in, and saying every kind of love is just in death, just in the end, and everything else before is not a real love, that may shake him too deep. Right now it shook him to the point where he is growing up instantly, taking the lead, taking the crown, right? But it may even move further and break him and make him crazy and insane. And an insane king with the power he has as a king is an incredibly dangerous thing to have in this world. So we will see where this is moving. Right now, I like the development. And I kind of, as I said, I kind of saw it coming. I mean, it was like there has to be a moment where he's waking up and where he's growing and becoming at least a bit more of what he's meant to be. And right now I'm like, cool, let's see where this is moving. But I'm being aware that he may go too far. And that in a group of people right now, with Thorkel, Thorfinn, Askeladd, who all went too far here and there already. And he might be the one who goes further. So, better watch out. We had the fight between Thorkel and Thorfinn. Nice one. I mean, what else to say, right? Dodging against just sturdiness. It felt a bit weird because Thorkel was not moving very much at all. And I think there could have been more to that side. But then he's just tough, right? He just takes the little knife hits and is okay. The one time we've seen him like feeling a bit more pain and feeling hit is when he tried to kick Thorfinn, and by doing so, I guess like ripped open his foot at the dagger. So his own mistake there. The idea to use his axes to create a small or more big gust of wind and snow to daze or blind Thorfinn was very nice. I like that. Cool move. And then the, the big kick again. And yeah, Thorfinn is out of bounds. So if it would be a battle in the meaning of you have to stay inside, he would have lost. Most seem to think that he's dead, or at least harshly injured. I think he will stand up. I mean, we've seen it in the past. There's so much determination in him. That's not over yet. But it might very well be that this is a moment where Prince Canute appears. And from what we have seen him doing, I don't know. It seems like he will be able to make Thorkel give him those sledges. And maybe even go with him. I mean, he shook out Bjorn of a berserker trance. So, that was awesome. I really like it. There were two big questions in this episode. The one was, what is love? And I mean, it's a big question, right? Of very much one of those big questions we all have in life. Where do we go to? Why are we here? Stuff like that. Very philosophical questions. What is love? Sure, if you talk to someone who studied biology, he or she could tell you something about stuff inside your body happening and hormones running around, and thus you feel like that. But in the end, even if you know the theory, you cannot really change it, right? So it's just a big question. And the other one was, what does it mean to be a true warrior? And that is one thing we had since the beginning of the series. Does it mean you're good with a sword? Does it mean you're good at killing people? Or does it mean you're good at defending people? Which does not automatically mean fighting. Does it mean you are kind of in balance with yourself? You know, more the idea of the Eastern philosophy. If you look like at the samurai who tried to balance warfare and art. Is it more than, you know, is warrior in this meaning maybe just a human being? What does it mean to be a true human being? Because I think this is more where it leads to. There are many good fighters we see here, but the true warrior, they always show us a picture of Thor's when they ask questions like that. So he seems to be like this unreachable height, this unreachable ideal of a real warrior who was incredibly strong, killing people left and right by the dozen, but then stood up and moved away from war. Possibly realizing that there's more to your civil life, to founding a family and living in a village. So I like it. They bring in the questions again, because in the last episodes, as good as they were, it was something that fell more and more flat. And now this episode, seriously, was awesome. I really liked that episode. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I really look forward to the next one and where are we going from here. So the first interaction between Prince Canute and Thorfinn, and possibly Askeladd as well. That will be awesome for sure. If you want to see it already, it should be available on my Patreon. And so much being said, till the next time, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.